Here, let's see the families which is given in the NCERT syllabus. Malvaceae, Cruciferaceae, Leguminosae, Compositae, Graminae. So let's see the first family, Cruciferaceae, which is otherwise called as Brassicaceae. Interestingly, why they named it as Cruciferaceae is, the flower is present as a Greek cross. Like this, the petals are present. One petal is here and one petal is here. So you can able to see the cross petals. So that's why it is been named as Cruciferaceae or Brassicaceae, mustard family. So mustard, cauliflower, cabbage, radish, these and all will comes under Brassicaceae. And the plants are herbaceous. And if you see the vegetative organs with pungent juice, if you see this cabbage and all, you will be having a pungent smell because of sulfur compound. The inflorescence is corymb. In the racemose inflorescence itself, you will be having the inflorescence of corymb. Corymb in the sense, you will be having the peduncle. To the peduncle, all the stalks will come under the same height. So all the pedicels, whether it is short or long, will be arranged in the same height, which we call it as corymb. So flowers are bimerous or tetramerous. So being a dicotyledon, it will be having a tetramerous flowers. Corolla is 4 and cruciform. You can see the corolla. It was 4. It was arranged like this, and you will be having the 4. Andrecium is tetradynamous. Tetradynamous, you will be having 4 filaments. It is been fused to form the 4 filaments. Remember, here itself I am telling, if it is monoadelphous, remember Malvaceae family. Diadelphous, remember Fabaceae family. Okay, likewise tetradynamous, remember the family will be obviously Cruciferaceae. And Gynoecium is bicarpellary syncarpus. You will be having the 2 carpels and bicarpellary syncarpus. Mustard and argemone, those are the examples for parietal placentation, and replum is the one of the thing you have to remember here. The placentation is parietal, and false septum is the replum in the mature fruit. And fruit is siliqua or silicula. So what is silicula is, you can able to see this is the replum. To this replum the seeds are attached, and you will be having the pericarp. So actually this is a dry dehiscent fruit. Dry dehiscent fruit, in which this fruit is dehiscing from the bottom to upwards. From the point to upwards in this direction, we call it as silicua or silicula. And coming to typically it is racemose. You will be having the older flowers in the bottom, new flowers are developing in the top. And compound raceme, raphamus. Corymb in case of corymb, cauliflower. So bractate or ebractate, coming to the flower. Pedicellate, so you will be having the pedicels. Hermaphrodite, bisexual, usually actinomorphic. So remember, Fabaceae is only, you will be finding zygomorphic. So, and actinomorphic, zygomorphic in Iberis amara. Hypogynous, and ovary is superior. Bimerous or tetramerous flower. So you will be having the calyx of 4, 2+2 arrangement in 2 whorls, polysepalous and imbricate aestivation. And in case of corolla, it is cruciform. Cruciform, polypetalous, valvate. Andrecium is 4+2. 4 in one whorl, because and 2 are the short lateral in position. 4+2 arrangement. So tetradynamis we call it as. 4 are long stamens which is anterior-posterior, and 2 are short stamens lateral in position. So 4 plus 2 arrangement. Gynoecium, it is bicarpellary, syncarpous, ovary is superior and unilocular, but becoming bilocular due to the false septation called replum. Ovules many. Placentation is parietal placentation. Style is short. And stigma is bilobed. In case of Brassicaceae, so mostly you will be having 2. And fruits are silicua or silicula. This is the floral formula. E bractate, so no bracts, and actinomorphic, bisexual, calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. Calyx is 2 plus 2, corolla is 4, and tetradynamis condition, superior ovary, and we will be having 2 segments, 2 carpels, bicarpellary and syncarpous. And this is the floral diagram. Here you can see the calyx, which is arranged in 2 whorls. That's how they are written as 2 plus 2. And coming to the next thing, corolla 1, 2, 3, 4. And you have didynamis condition, tetradynamis condition. We have the 4. Okay, and this is the replum. You can able to see bicarpellary condition, parietal placentation. Coming to the economic importance, candy tuft, which is used as an ornamental, Ivory samara, Brassica campestris, so seeds used for mustard oil, Brassica nigra, black sarsen used in spices, Brassica oleracea, cabbage, vegetable plant, leaves are edible, Brassica oleracea botrytis, cauliflower, Brassica oleracea capitata is cabbage, Brassica oleracea botrytis is cauliflower, Brassica oleracea gongyloides is swollen notes will be eaten by us, Raphanus sativus radish, roots used as a vegetable and salad, Brassica rapa, turnip, Brassica gensea, Indian ray, used in spices, Cherianthus cheri, a medicinal plant used for the bronchial disorders and has an ornamental value called Vali flower. And next, coming to the next family, Malvaceae. So you can call it a shoe family or cotton family. So coming to the distinguishing factors. Distinguishing factors will be the flowers are pentamerous and with epicalyx, means having 5 petals. Epicalyx is present here. Epicalyx means to the flower you will be having the calyx here. Below the calyx you have some small extensions which we call it as epicalyx, that is present for Malvaceae. Corolla with mucilage, that's why usually China rose flowers are used as a mucilage alternative. Androecium with numerous stamens, and the stamens are monoadelphous. If you see the stamens all are combined to form a tube which is covering the carpel, syncarpous carpel. And the stamens are monothecous. You will be having only 1 theca per lobe. Filaments forming long staminal tube. Gynoecium is pentacarpellary, syncarpous, style is long, stigma is pentaphyid. Bifid for Brassicaceae, Pentaphyid for Malvaceae. Placentation is axile and fruit is locucidal capsule. For Brassicaceae it is silicula. So coming to the important characters of inflorescence. Solitary, axillary or axillary chyme. Solitary. Bractate, complete flower, pedicellate, hermaphrodite, means both bisexual. Epicalyx is present. No epicalyx in Sida and Abutilon. The flowers are actinomorphic. Even in case of Brassicaceae also it is actinomorphic. The flowers are hypogynous, which means superior ovary. Brassicaceae is also superior ovary. So there is a common thing. 3, 5 or numerous free green smaller than calyx, which is been present. Calyx 5 you have Gamosepalus, which is united, valvate, tubular and larger in size. Coming to the corolla, you will be having the 5 polypetalous condition. Petals are large and showy. The mucilaginous and twisted or imbricate aestivation. Imbricate aestivation in case of Brassicaceae. Andrecium, stamens are numerous, monoadelphous. Filaments are fused to form staminal tube. Anthers are reniform, monothecous, staminal tube attached with the petals. Gynoecium, pentacarpal, you will be having the 5. Syncarpus. Ovary is superior, style is long, stigma is pentaphyid, hairy and axile placentation, locucidal capsule. This is the floral formula. So you will be having the bractate and bisexual, actinomorphic bisexual. Epicalyx is 5 to 7. Calyx is 5, which is fused. Corolla is 5, which is not fused. Andrecium is infinity, which is epipetalous, and gynoecium we have superior ovary, and 5 carpels which is been fused, syncarpus. This is hibiscus. You can able to see the pedicel, epicalyx, and we have the sepals, calyx, and these are the petals, twisted aestivation, and here we have the staminal tube, tetraphyid carpel, and here you can see the floral diagram. We have the epicalyx, calyx, petals which is corolla, and we have the andrecium which is anthers, and this is the syncarpus. And coming to the economic importance, Hibiscus rosa sinensis, China shoe flower, ornamental and usually grown under tree. Hibiscus cannabinus, Patson, a source of bast fiber. Gossypium arboreum, cotton, seed surface fibers used as cotton. Gossypium herbaceum, old cotton, seed surface fibers are used. Gossypium birsutum, which is seed surface, this is also New World cotton. Gossypium barbidens, New World cotton. Thespesia populina, which is a tree for ornamental use. Abelmoschus esculentus, which is lady's finger used as a vegetable. Malva sylvestris, which is an ornamental plant. Althea rosea, which is hilly hawk, an ornamental plant again. Abutilon indicum, which is a medicinal shrub. Siddha cordifolia, which is a weed. Malvastrum tricuspidatum, which is a weed. Unina lobata, fiber yielding weed plant, this one. So these are some of the examples. Coming to the next, Leguminaceae. In Leguminaceae, the kingdom is Plantae. subkingdom Phanerogamae, division Angiospermae, class Dicotyledonnae, and subclass Polypetalae, series Calciforae, and Rosales and Leguminosae. It is also called legume family, and this is the second largest family of dicots. So if we will be getting it out, what is the first largest family then? Asteraceae. Leguminaceae is divided into three subfamilies: corolla, variations in the corolla, andrecium, and other parts. The subfamily are Papilionatae, Cisalpinoidae, Mimosoidae. So coming to the Papilionatae fabaceae, the distribution is around 400 genera and 12,000 species, cosmopolitan distribution. According to International Code of Botanical Nomenclature, its new name is Lotoidae. So most of the plants of this subfamily found in tropical and subtropical areas. So they are usually annual or perennial herbs. Shrubs, some are tendril climbers like Pisum sativum. Lathyrus odoratus. Some are twiners like Clitoria, some are trees like Delbergia siso. They are the taproot system because they are the dicots. Many plants have nodules on the secondary roots. Nitrogen fixing bacteria Rhizobium lies in the roots of nodules in the symbiotic form. The stem is erect, herbaceous, woody, cylindrical, branched, solid. Some are twiners like Dolichos lablab. Dolichos lablab is beans. Stipulate. Stipules are present. Alternate. Even the Malvaceae also will be having alternate phyllotaxy. Unipinnately compound and imparipinnate. Pulvinous leaf base, reticulate venation. Imparipinnate is actually in the tip you will be having the one leaf. Paripinnate is having in the tip two leaflets. So that is the difference between imparipinnate and paripinnate. Pulvinous leaf base, reticulate venation. In case of Pisum sativum and Lathyrus odorantus, upper leaflets are modified into tendrils. Usually these are the raceme, solitary axil. Lathyrus, flower is bractate, bracteolate, pedicellate, bisexual, zygomorphic. So previously we have seen the family of Malvaceae and Brassicaceae. Both are actinomorphic. This is zygomorphic. Pentamerous. Previously we have seen the tetramerous for Brassicaceae and pentamerous for Malvaceae, and this is pentamerous again. Perigynous, which is half inferior or half superior. So Gamosepalus means you will be having fused calyx, valvate or imbricate, odd anterior, odd sepal is anterior. 5 Polypetalus, descendingly imbricate and or vexillary aestivation. We can call the descendingly imbricate or vexillary aestivation, in which the large posterior petal, bilobed petal, we call it as vexillum, standard, overlaps the two small lateral petals, namely wing petals or alae. The later overlap two small anterior petals which are fused lightly by the upper anterior margins, called keel or carina. This type of corolla is called as papilionaceous corolla. So exception is petals are absent in Lespedza. Andrecium, we have 10 stamens. Diadelphous condition, in which 9 stamens are fused to form one stamen. One is free. Antheris dithecus, dorsifixed, intros and inserted. So if you see extros for Malvaceae, intros for Fabaceae. 9 monoadelphous stamens are used in Arachis hypogea. So there is an exception. Monocarpellary, unilocular, marginal placentation. Style is only one. Fruit legume or pod. So the fruit is capsule, locucidal capsule for Malvaceae, and for Brassicaceae it is silicua, and for case of Fabaceae this is legume or pod, which is single dry dehiscent fruit. So seeds are non-endospermic. So usually most of the cases the dicots will be having non-endospermic seeds. Pollination entomophilous, but self-pollination occurs in Pisum sativum. So coming to the floral formula, they are bracteates. And we have the zygomorphic, bisexual, calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. Calyx, you will be having the 5, all are fused. And this is 1 plus 2 plus 2, 2 are fused, keel petal. And 1 plus 9, 9 are fused. And gynoecium is 1. And the ovary is superior. So basal placentation will be there. Coming to the economic importance, Phaseolus radiatus, Vigna radiata, green gram. Cicer irietinum, gram. P. Pisum sativum. Lentils, Lens culinaris. Pigeon P. Cajanus cajan. Cowpea, Vigna unguiculata. Soya bean, Glycine max. French bean, Phaseolus vulgaris. Vigna aconitifolia, Seugram. Phaseolus mungo, black gram. Kesari dal, the use of this pulses cause latherism disease. Fenugreek, Trigonella phoinum gracium. Lablab, Dolichos lablab. Cluster bean, Cowpea, Bacala, Vicia faba. So this you can see Taylor and its colleagues, they use it Vicia faba for semi-conservative method like that you will be getting in genetics. Oils, groundnut, Arachis hypogea. The oil is obtained from seeds, used for cooking and manufacture of vegetable ghee. Oil cake is used for the cattle as biofertilizer. Glycine max, obtained oil is obtained from seeds, used for cooking, manufacturing ink of printing. Paints, insecticides. Oil cake is 30 to 42% is protein, which is used for called soya nuggets. Pongamia pinnata, oil from seeds used for manufacturing soaps, lubricants. Sun hemp, Crotalaria gentiana, bast fibers obtained from the stem, which is useful for manufacturing ropes, canvas and sacks. Fodder, Barseem, which is Egyptian clover, Trifolium alexandrium. Alfalfa, which is Medicago sativa. Indian clover, Melitoes alba. Sweet clover, Melilotus indica. Subabul, Lucana sesbania. So dyes, indica or neil, Indigofera tinctoria. Blue dyes obtained from leaves and young branches. Dark, yellow orange dye obtained from petals of flowers. It is also called flame of forest. Red sandal, Pterocarpus santalinus, red dye extracted from heartwood. Timber, Shisham, Dalbergia shiso, Indian rosewood, Dalbergia latifolia. Gum, Bengal kino or gum as medicinal use. Insecticide is obtained. Ornamental plants, sweet pea, Lathyrus odoratus, Indian telegraph plant. Desmodium gyranus, Indian coral tree. Ithyrina indica, butterfly, Clitoria ternata. Flame of forest, Butia monosperma. So jeweler's weight, Ratti. Ointment prepared from the leaves used in the leucoderma seeds are obtained by the jewelers in weighing the ornaments. Licorice, if you see, roots are used in cough. So next family is Compositae. This is the Asteraceae. This is the largest family, sunflower family. The largest family of angiosperm include 950 genera, 20,000 species distributed throughout the world. Members of this family constitute over 10% of total number of species. So of angiosperms, distinguished characters: inflorescence is head or capitulum. Flowers are reduced to florets. Calyx is modified to hair or pappus. Stamens are syngenous or epipetalous. The interesting thing is anthers are fused, but the filaments are free. That is the interesting thing about Asteraceae. So gynoecium is bicarpellary, syncarpous. You will be having the inferior ovary. And style is long, stigma is bifid. Fruit is cypsella, which is the wind spread helps with the help of pappus. Annual herb, which is Helianthus, annual herb Helianthus, Tegitus, Dahlia. Root, taproot, but in Dahlia fasciculated roots. Usually you will be having, but occasionally we have opposite leaves. Usually it is alternate, occasionally opposite, or in rolls. Exstipulate, you don't have stipules. Petiolate, simple or compound. Venation is reticulate. Usually they are herbaceous and erect. They are much branched. Branching is rare in Dahlia. Sometimes with milky latex. In Helianthus tuberosus, and it stores food. Head is capitulum with involucre of plaques. Usually two types of florets you will be having: zygomorphic, ligulate or ray florets. Actinomorphic, tubular or disc florets. In inflorescence, ray florets are found towards periphery. Disc florets are found towards the center. So bractate, sessile and actinomorphic. So disc florets. Zygomorphic, epigynous and pentamerous. So if you can see, this is the lateral longitudinal section of disc floret and ray floret. Disc floret, you have the actinomorphic and the flowers are sessile. And bracts, you can have the bract, and here is the ovary, ovule. And we have the sepals. Stamens are fused and filaments will be free. And you have the petals, stigma, style. Here we have the same thing. So you will be having this disc ray floret, stigma, style. You don't have the male parts here. Bractate, these are bracts, ovule, ovary. So in both the cases the bracts are present. So Asteraceae, the calyx is 5 into hair or pappus, and corolla, the 5 gamopetalous, tubular in disc florets but ligulate in ray florets. Aestivation is valvate. So stamens are 5, syngenous, which is anther lobes are fused laterally but filaments are free. Epipetalous, anthers dithecous, fused to form tube-like structure around the style. Intros, and we have the dehiscence is longitudinal. Bicarpellary, syncarpous ovary, and inferior, ovary is inferior. Unilocular style is long, stigma is bifid. And if you see, ovules are single attached to the basal placentation. Achenial types, cypsella. And we have these are both are bractates. And this is disc florets are actinomorphic, ray florets are zygomorphic. Here you have only female, here you have male and female. And calyx is 0, so it is modified as a pappus. Corolla is 5, and here is also 5, all the 5 are fused. You have 0 androecium, here androecium is attached. And the ovary is inferior, epigynous condition. Helianthus anus, sunflower oil. Medicinal plant, Artemisia eclipta, use it for the hair tonic with Brahmi booty, commonly known as Bringraj, and Cadalidus officinalis. Chrysanthemum, Cinerariae floreum, Pyrethrum, and Latuca sativa, lettuce or salad. Lettuce. And coffee chicory powder, which is a coffee blend. Chicorium intybus. Parthenium bristophorus, commonly called the carrot grass or congress grass. Next family will be Poaceae. So spikes or spikelets. Flowers have two bracts called lamella, lemma or pallia, lemma and pallia. Perianth is highly reduced, represented by two lodicules. The flowers are bisexual except in mice, whereas flowers are unisexual, and inflorescence is also unisexual. Fruit is caryopsis, which is single seeded fruit, where pericarp is completely fused with testa. Stem is usually hollow between the nodes. Gloom develop from bracts. Plants are always wind pollinated, so the stigma is feathery. Spike or spikelet. In maize, female inflorescence is spadix, protected by leafy spathe. Compound spike in wheat. A pair of sterile glumule represent the base of spikelets. Sessile, bractate, bisexual, zygomorphic, hypogynous. Each floret has lemma and pallia. Perianth is highly reduced, 2 in number, pin-headed sized structure called lodicules. In bamboo, 3 lodicules are present. Andrecium, usually 3, but sometimes 6, as in Oryza. Filament is long, anthers are versatile, dithecous. Dehiscence is longitudinal. Gynoecium is monocarpillary, but only one carpel is functional. Actually tricarpillary, but only one unilocular, ovary superior. Style is long, stigma is 2, feathery, wind pollinated, presentation is basal. Fruit is caryopsis and single seeded. So here are the parts: glume 1 and glume 2, lemma and pallia, lodicule, gynoecium and stamens are here. Mother axis, superior pallia, inferior pallia. These are the stamens we have. This is the lodicule. Gynoecium with feathery stigma. So Triticum aestivum, Triticum vulgaris is the bread wheat, a gift of old world to new world. A natural hexaploid carry genomes of 3 parents. Oryza sativa, chief cereal of India, cultivated by transplantation, prefers waterlogged crop, ban oil obtained from husk. Golden rice is genetically modified paddy, rich grains and vitamins. Gia maize, mice, a gift of new world to old world. Inflorescence is unisexual. Styles are long. Hordeum vulgare, barley, oldest among the cultivated plants. Penistium typobodium, which is pearl millet, bajra. Sorghum vulgarum, jowar. Saccharum officinarum, sugarcane. Bambusa, bamboo. Tallest grass, which is monocarpic plant. This only flower only once in its lifetime. So you can able to see the difference also here. So 2 families are monocot. Graminaceae and Liliaceae is only monocot. Only Solanaceae is gamopetalae. Remaining all are polypetalae. And we have the special characters: pungent odor, replum, cruciform corolla, tetradynamous stamen, parietal placentation, siliqua fruit, swollen placenta. Here we have the oblique septum, epipetalous stamens, axile placentation. If you see Solanaceae, Liliaceae, Malvaceae, these are all our axial placentation. Fabaceae is marginal, Cucurbitaceae is parietal, Graminaceae is basal.